If you feel like things will never change, no matter how hard you try, this video is for you. It's very easy to fall into the mindset of only looking at the things that are not how we want them to be and focus on everything that is not working out for us. The thing is, the more that you do that, the more you will create that. It's very easy to focus on all of the things that are not great in our life right now. And if you find yourself in a situation right now where it is really hard for you to see the positive in life, it starts with the small things. And I know it's hard sometimes. The thing is, once you start with those small things and you focus more on the things that you want instead of the things that you don't want, you will start to notice how things will start to shift. And they're going to shift because of your shift in your mindset. Because as people, we are wired to look at the things that we don't like, to focus on the things that we don't want. It's very, very easy to do that, because this is what our brain wants us to do, to keep us safe. But at the same time, when you learn to get the control over your mind and to start focusing on the things that you want instead of what you don't want, you will start to see more of the things come to life. And when I say focus on the things that you want, it starts with focusing on the things right now that are good. You have right now the possibility to watch this video. I know it might sound very small and insignificant, but the reason that you're here is for a reason, because there's a message in this video that you're meant to hear, that you're meant to listen. So reflect on, where has your mind been going lately? And again, if life feels very tough right now and very difficult, and no matter how hard you try, you just kind of lost hope, also know that things can change in a second. Things can change in a day. Things can change in a week. And I want you to believe that, because the more that you believe that, the more you will look for proof that things will shift and can change. In many ways, the reason why you got here is because of certain patterns in your life that repeated over and over again. And those patterns usually come from beliefs, usually come from learned things you've been through. So if you have learned certain behaviors and patterns in your life and you're realizing right now that they're not serving you and that you know you have to let go of those patterns, that is great. Because everything that has ever been learned can be unlearned. If you're right now realizing that the things that you have become, or the person that you have become, is no longer the person that you want to be, that is amazing. Because you have become this based on learned behaviors, based on learned beliefs. That also means that that can be shifted and changed, because everything that has ever been learned can be unlearned. Now, this is one of my favorite things. If you have been ignoring your negative thoughts for a while and things outside of you don't look the way that you want to, you've probably been running on autopilot. You've probably have realized that things outside of you right now are not how you want them to be. And now this is your opportunity for you to notice what your mind is doing and where your thoughts are going. Because your thoughts create a feeling, and that feeling will lead to an action. So if for a long time you've been having negative thoughts, that has created a feeling in your body, and that feeling will make you do something. And most people get this wrong, because most people focus on what is not right in their life right now, or not how they want it to be, and they keep focusing on what it is they don't want, which creates more of the unwanted feelings and more of the unwanted thoughts. And so when you notice, you will be able to snap yourself out of it and realize whatever you're thinking right now is not serving you. And you can shift your thoughts in an instant if you decide to do that. But you have to become very aware of it. So one thing I love to do is, when I'm going through my day and I notice my energy going down and I notice I'm shifting into a negative mindset, I realize it and I snap myself out of it. I tell myself, Jess, what you're telling yourself right now is not true. Or I ask myself the question, is what I'm telling myself right now true? And then I have the answer. And then I'm able to snap myself out of it and to change it into what I want to think instead. So another way is think of the situation you're in right now in your life and ask yourself, how do I want it to look like? How do I want my life to look like instead? And then ask yourself, what do I need to think and feel so that that thing can happen? So the action will follow. But many times, again, as I'm saying, we're doing it the other way around. We always notice on what is not going well, and that is creating a certain feeling, creating more of the thing that you don't want. So instead, you have to keep your attention, your focus on the thing that you do want, and then ask yourself, what do I need to think and feel so I can create that thing that I do want? This way, you will stop, again, being on autopilot. You will notice that when your thoughts are going into a certain direction, you can snap yourself out of it. And that requires focus, patience, consistency, persistence, responsibility, all of the things. The great thing about this is no one can do it for you. The bad thing about this is no one can do it for you. You and only you are responsible to shift your thoughts. No one can do that for you. And that, in my opinion, is a very empowering thought. Because if that is true, which it is, no one will have any power over you, and no one will have any power over the life that you're creating. Because then you realize you are the creator of your life, because your thoughts create everything outside of you. And that's how powerful this type of work is. Now, there's something empowering in understanding that you're here and your life looks like this because of the things that you believed were true in the past, because of the things you were thinking in the past. So if you today are a creation of your past thoughts and beliefs and feelings, that also means that future you is a creation of your current thoughts, beliefs, and feelings. So that means, and that is extremely powerful and just a wonderful thought to have, is if you know that what you don't like right now in your life is a result of your past thinking, reflect on, well, what was I thinking yesterday? What was I thinking a month ago? How was I approaching life? And that is information for you to shift that. That is information for you to start seeing things differently. And then today you can tap into your new thoughts, your new feelings, so that you can create your future. That's how the shift happens. And I think the biggest and most important piece is to snap out of victim mode. And I get it. I know that it's so much easier sometimes to stay in victim. It's so much easier to be saying to yourself, poor me, why me? I don't deserve this. I don't deserve to be treated this way. I deserve so much more. Life is against me. And we all have these thoughts. Some at a bigger extent, some at a less extent. Now, the thing also with victim mode is you can get out of it. It's not something that you will stay in forever. Because yes, people have certain traumas. People have certain things that happen to them, but you can heal that. And when you heal that and you realize that being a victim today is creating more of what you don't want, and you can shift into becoming the creator of your life, that's the most empowering thing. And I'm really saying this from a place of I've been through a lot as well. I've been through a lot. That's why I do what I do, because if I wouldn't have worked through all of this stuff, I wouldn't be here. I wouldn't help people with the same stuff. I know how it is to be in victim. I know how it is to stay in victim, but I also know how victim is not getting you anywhere. There is a difference between being in victim mode and feeling emotions. If you're going through a lot right now and emotions are a lot, allow yourself to feel, allow yourself to be in it, don't suppress it, but truly allow yourself to feel. Because there's a difference between watching Netflix the whole day or for weeks straight and not actually feeling the things and masking your feelings by watching something else outside of you, and truly being with the feelings. That's a big, big difference. So if you right now feel sorry for yourself for a little while. That's okay. But then also consciously decide from now on, you're becoming the creator of your life. Because once you do, you're unstoppable, you're powerful. I really, really hope this video helped you. It would mean a lot to me if you would let me know in the comments down below, if you'd subscribe to the channel, if you let me know in any other way. Subscribe to my Instagram. You don't say subscribe to my Instagram, right? You say follow me on Instagram. Whatever and however you want to get in touch with me, I'm here. I'd love to connect. Sending you so much love, and remember, you're so much more powerful than you think you are. Bye.